You're watching KLTX, Channel 15, serving the city of Lufkin.
Today on Screen It or Stream It.
Drooling, bug-eyed zombies.
How is that different from just a normal day?
Well, I wasn't talking about your mom this time.
Ah, hey!
All right, so before we get into our movie talk, I stumbled upon a couple of trailers this week, and I want to run them by you, see what you think, see if you're as excited as I am, or if, well, we'll just jump off that bridge when we get to it. All right, so here's the first one.
He's come out of nowhere and we don't know who he is.
What do we know about him?
He's leading desperate people.
So this is a cult?
We don't know who he's associated with. He could be creating an army. Or he could be leading them to their death.
What are you doing in Syria? Delivering a message. A message from whom? My father. And who is your father?
We've lost it.
What do you mean?
He just disappears.
No one just disappears.
We all witnessed a miracle.
He saved my daughter's life.
You need to see this.
Bury it for as long as you can. He didn't just click his heels and end up here. He clearly had help. You get around Syria, Israel, Texas.
It's the nature of my work.
And what is that work?
God's work.
Who do you think he is?
You didn't see what I saw.
And if I did, would I be calling him the second coming?
How far will this new movement spread?
I'm going to find out everything about you.
This is bigger than what you can imagine.
So that's one. When I first saw the thing, I almost didn't even click on it because I'm like, I don't know about that. But then I clicked on it just out of curiosity, and I'm still not sure how I feel about it, but it looks interesting.
Oh, I know how I feel.
And that's okay. So what do you hate about it?
Okay, so
Everything?
first of all, when he popped up, I'm like, he looks like Jesus, but I just thought of it kind of,
Right.
jokingly.
Which, yeah, I should have told you what it was before we started. Sorry.
But I was like, and then it kept going, and I'm like, is he supposed to be Jesus? And then I was like, I don't know. So because when it started off, it seemed like it was going to be some kind of political something, kind of like, I don't know, like the Bourne movies or the was a Clear and Present Danger and like the Tom Clancy stuff. And I know people love those. I just don't, and I hate the intrigue, and I hate like it's just not my thing. And I don't like. It's just that style of movie just never.
Okay.
And it might be okay. I don't trust Netflix for anything anymore.
It goes either way with Netflix. If it's a Netflix original, it's either going to be really good or not.
Or horrible.
It's rarely in the middle.
And I don't know what that's supposed to be.
I don't know. I'm not certain it's going to be like a backward, because that will he con you thing. If he's like it's an end times Antichrist thing or something going on. I don't know.
That was part of the problem too. I didn't know what I was watching there.
To me, just the mystery. I like the mysteries, so that could be interesting. Probably it'll be disappointing, but what was really funny though, before I clicked on the trailer the first time, I had this thought in my mind that I'm going to click on this trailer, and the first thing I'm going to hear is like that single note, like a doo, and they did. I'm like, oh, yeah. So I should probably give it a thumbs down just for that, because it was so obvious. But I'll probably give it a try because it's a Netflix thing. So I've got Netflix, so yeah, I'll try it when it comes.
Didn't cost you anything.
Got another one, and funny you should mention the Bourne Identity. Except,
okay, it looks like the Bourne Identity.
oh yeah.
Nothing. And then I got this job. This family. But nothing lasts forever.
Again with the single notes. Yeah.
Well, it could be slow playing.
I heard you had to leave in a hurry.
It's never easy these days.
So what are you going to do?
I've lived a lot of lives, but I'm done running from my past.
I know you're out there.
I know you know I'm out here. So we're gonna talk like grown-ups?
Is that what we are?
It's good to see you too, sis.
What brings you home?
We have unfinished business. We have to go back to where it all started.
Superhero.
Yeah.
Done things for sure. It's gonna be a hell of a reunion.
Still fits.
I like that guy.
Family. Back together again.
You got fat.
So has Marvel burned you too many times?
I want to say I've been burned. First of all, I like all the actresses and the actors in that. They're all great. I love almost everything they're in. I like Black Widow. Like, I like her character. Yeah. I like the way that Scarlett Johansson portrays her. I was actually excited for a Black Widow. I didn't think we'd ever get one, but I was excited for a Black Widow movie. And this is just kind of, it's the first trailer that's come out. And, you know, sometimes it changes greatly, but I don't like the Bourne type stuff. I don't like the James Bond, and it looks very much like that.
That looks like you cross Bourne Identity and Nikita, which I don't really like that one, the Femme Fatale,
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
Plus superheroes, like a pinch of superhero.
It's just like, I don't like the trailer. It looks like someone has written a computer program to spit out trailers. And it's like, grab this scene, put it here, grab this scene in the movie, put it here, grab this scene. Like, it was very very cookie cutter-ish. Like, it was following a template from the music to the scenes we were shown. We know nothing about the plot. I did really like when he came out and said, "You got them fat." Like, I like that.
I love that guy. I loved him in Stranger Things, and he's great.
And like I said, I like Black Widow, but the trailer didn't do anything for me.
Okay.
It didn't make me excited. It didn't make me not excited, but it didn't. I figured when it come out, I would be like, and it didn't do that.
Well, I'm 2 for 2, and you're wrong on both counts, so we'll have to revisit this later.
Time will tell. Actually, it's a Marvel movie. It's going to make like $7 billion for just being a Marvel, but
yeah, probably. All right, so that's all the trailers I had for you today. What do you got movie-wise? What are you watching right now?
Well, I watched this weird show on Netflix. It's called Pottersville. It's about
Deja vu, except I was the one talking about it. So what'd you think?
So you said watch it, so I watched it. It was okay.
Well, I didn't say it was amazing. I said it's weird and funny. I
really liked Ian McShane. He always does a great job. I like Michael Shannon. Mm-hmm. I would have really liked this movie except for, and I cannot remember the guy's name, but there's a scene,
like the Aussie guy, the
not Aussie guy. It's because he does the cringe.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, but it's that annoying, cringy, whatever, and I hate that stuff.
No, I could see that if there was a little less of him. Like,
it would have been better
if he was there, but like less. And yeah,
I like Michael Shannon. I liked his character. I liked the fact that he was doing everything wrong, but he was doing it for the right reasons.
Just a noble-hearted guy.
The furry thing. And the fact... You didn't tell me that Ron Perlman was one of the furries, and that tripped me up.
I didn't want to spoil it for you.
Well, and I did, like, several times laughed, like, super hard when he's in his wolf outfit and keeps calling him a squirrel, and he's like, I'm a wolf. And when he's howling upstairs and he got super excited because she got a puppy.
She got me a puppy.
So there was some really funny stuff in there. Yeah, if you just took out the... Oh, I also like the... I'm always a sucker for this. The girl's working in the store with him, and is obviously she likes him, and he's oblivious, and and I like that type thing, where they finally come together.
Well, every time I've never seen that done where it's not cute. It's just cute,
just like
and sometimes you just need a little pinch of cute.
So I like all that stuff, and then right in the middle you get this fake TV show guy, and he's supposed to be funny, and I know a lot of people do like that. It's kind of the Will Ferrell, stupid. It's just stupid. And I don't know where... I can't ever put my finger on it because, like, Leslie Nielsen in, like, Police Squad or The Naked Gun is stupid but hilarious. Monty Python is stupid but hilarious. But I never, I know you liked, Napoleon Dynamite. I just never liked it. I know that's one of those almost everybody seems to like, but it's just stupid and it's not... I don't know. It's just kind of cringy.
Maybe
stupid.
There's an uncanny valley of stupidity where for you it's too much like real life, and it's like no, we can't have this.
Well, I am a school teacher, so.
And Napoleon Dynamite, say what you will about it, is so much slice of life it's not even funny.
That's right. It's not even funny.
And that's why it's funny.
It's not funny. But that's cheating. I already did that. But I did want to tell you that I did see it. And I enjoyed it. I don't think it'd be one I would hunt up and watch again. Maybe it's one of those good holiday ones, like if you're decorating the tree or cooking, supper or something, turn it on in the background and may let it run, but probably not going to sit down and actively watch it. So I want to talk about his Dark Materials.
Okay, yes.
So it's on HBO now. I think there's 4 out, 3 out, 4 out. I get them mixed up. But it's basically the story of Lyra, who's this girl. She's about 11 or 12, and there is something special about her. And a lot of people tend to know that there's something special about her, but she does not. No one has ever told her. And her father kind of just dumps her off at this school to be raised by these scholars. And all of this is taking place in this weird parallel dimension to ours, where everything is close, but not quite the same. And in his Dark Materials, everyone's soul or spirit, whatever you want to call it, resides in an animal that accompanies the person. And each person's animal, they call them demons, but they don't spell it. It's Daemons or Deamons, something like that. But each person's is a different animal, and they can take whatever shape they want, and they can never be parted. And there's this kind of weird steampunky, kind of magic-y stuff that tends to happen instead of technology. They kind of have magic-ish, not a super lot. And there's walking, talking armored bears, which is actually really cool and done really well, I thought, in the show. But there is something special about Lyra. We don't know what it is. She doesn't know what it is, but other people do. And honestly, the first episode was kind of intriguing enough to watch the second one, but I wasn't in love with it. But as it goes, it's really starting to build steam and develop, and I've enjoyed it more and more. But the whole crux of the thing so far is someone is stealing children. Lyra's friend gets stolen, disappears, and there are they don't call them gypsies, but basically there's gypsies, and they live on the river, and a bunch of their children that missing too, and she kind of hooks up with them, and they're going on an adventure to try to find the missing children. And I love the steampunky aesthetic, kind of Victorian stuff. There's dirigibles and airships and stuff, and that's so cool. I did find it a little hard to relate to an 11-year-old girl for some reason. As the main protagonist, I don't know what it is, but she is interesting enough, and the girl playing her does a great job of, I buy it, I believe her. And she's kind of helpless. I don't want to say helpless, but
she's an 11-year-old girl.
She's an 11-year-old girl, but as she's kind of discovering, she has something unique about her, and she can do things. I'm trying to be, not spoiler here. And as she kind of develops these things and learns she can do them, she's becoming a little braver and a little bolder, and she's actually really smart, and she gets things going, and she's able to do things other people are not, just through her intelligence and things like that. And I enjoy that. And I think it's worth a watch, if nothing else, just for the aesthetic. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I love that kind of aesthetic, and the story is good. There's some genuinely like creepy people and creepy moments. The only downside to it really is the fact that everything is a mystery. Her life is a mystery, her parents are a mystery, the world is a mystery, where she's going is a mystery, why they're taking the children is a mystery. Like, there's all these mysteries. And every time there's a show like that, I just get this feeling like, okay, give me an answer.
Any answer to any one of these.
Right, but
then we're going to add 2 more. Okay, we got 2 more questions now.
Made more, not less. But at the same time, like, as that is happening, I also get the feeling, well, if you give me the answers, then that's it.
Yeah.
All right, problem solved. Next show. And so I know they won't do that, but I also know it's based on books, and hopefully we'll have a finite end. And and I did read the books, but my memory is terrible, and I just remember itsy bitsy tiny bits and pieces throughout. It's been like 20 years.
See it again for the first time.
That's right. It's my superpower.
Yeah.
But no, it's on HBO, so you got to pay that HBO money to watch it, and HBO is one of the most expensive streaming services. I think it's $15 something, and used to, I would say it was worth it because HBO was kind of the place good movies go. But their original content is okay. I really do enjoy his Dark Materials. We talked about Watchmen last week, and I don't know if I can continue that or not.
And I know that whether you like their stuff or not, they always spend money to make it. Yeah. They always bring for the production value.
And I have been thoroughly impressed, actually, with pretty much everything I've been watching. So, like, we talked about The Mandalorian a bunch, and like the production values in that are amazing. His Dark Materials production values are amazing, which I know Mandalorian's Disney Plus.
Yeah,
but even the Watchmen, the production values are really good. TV shows don't look like TV shows anymore,
which is great.
It's cool. I wonder if there's going to be a generation of kids that like
no
grow up and don't realize how cheap.
You need to watch this. What? What is this?
Oh, it looks terrible.
Why is it square?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think it's pretty good. I think it's worth a watch. But it's one of those, like, every episode, it's like, well, time will tell whether this is going to be great or terrible, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel that way after the end of every one. So,
which I guess as long as you're enjoying the journey, it's okay.
Yeah.
Of course, that happened with Lost, and then, well, that fell off in the end.
Well, I didn't want to make that reference, but I was thinking of it when another mystery and another mystery.
I enjoyed Lost right up to about the last 2 episodes or something. Like when they finally said, and this, oh, why?
And see, that always worries me, because you're like the
hoping
end, that's
not how it's gonna go. Yeah.
Well, the end is the payoff. You watch all these episodes for that end, for that resolution.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, and then then there's just like
you just dropped it.
And so that's always kind of worrying. So I guess I have that apprehension while watching.
That might actually be a good top 10 list of things that had an amazing first like 3/4, and then they just the end. I don't know what you'd call that. Just
folded like a flan in a cupboard.
Fair enough.
All right, what about you?
Okay, I went to see Zombieland 2 Double Tap, which sequels tend to be hit or miss, but this one, it delivers on the double tap, I think, because if you like the first one, it's essentially more of the same. Some kind of different surprises, some of the same jokes, but they acknowledge that, yeah, you said that before. Like, you said that a lot before. It's like, okay, I'll make a new saying. And then it's not any better. It's like, just stick with the old or stuff like that. But I love that this was one of those that in the trailer, they gave you all this funny stuff, which you know how that's like, oh, well, you gave us all the jokes. But they didn't spoil everything about all the jokes. There was still more in most or all of the scenes that they gave you in the trailer. There was still a little more in the movie that just really upped it one notch. And it's like, okay, yay. And so and there were some fun surprises, and it's funny that it almost, like there's parts where you kind of forget it's a zombie movie. I don't know why, because it's so focused on the characters. So there's great spans when they're not really fighting zombies or running. They're just kind of doing their interactions, which are fun anyway.
I mean, that happened in the first one.
Yeah.
It's called Zombieland, and it's about them surviving the zombie apocalypse, but it's almost not a zombie movie.
Right. Until then it is.
Yeah.
And I will spoil one thing. It's not really a spoiler. They did not continue the hunt for pastries. That was over. The ding dong thing, or not ding dongs, Twinkies. Yeah, it was Twinkies. That was over. They did not.
Bummer.
They didn't beat that dead horse, but they did have. I thought they were going to for one moment because they found, and it looked like a Hostess truck or something, but it had a clown on top, and they were going to use it for transportation. But they're like, no clowns. And then of course zombies show up because you can't have clowns and zombies not show up. That would never happen. But I don't know, it was just fun. And like they showed in the trailer, they had the hippie guy from Berkeley, but apparently there's a whole commune of people that survived that were pacifists. How they would actually survive a zombie apocalypse, I don't know. But to me, I just took that as one of the jokes, because there's no way. But I don't know, it's fun. It's mindless fun, which zombie movie should be. Well, one of the things in this case,
one of the things they always tend to do with sequels is like they have to give you some new characters.
Yeah.
Which from the trailer, I'm assuming is the hippie Berkeley guy.
The hippie Berkeley guy and the twin thing.
Yeah, where the brothers,
the counterparts, which was weird and very funny.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Because sometimes, a lot of times you have like this group dynamic that works.
Yeah.
And then they like, well, here's a scrappy do, and you throw them in there, and it's like, it just deflates everything, and it doesn't.
Well, in this case, it worked.
Okay.
The way they used the new characters worked, so I didn't have a problem with any of them. Because they had that core team in the first one, and they pretty much keep them mostly together most of the time, though. Without spoiling stuff. I mean, it was in the trailer that some of them get separated, and then they're going to find them, and so that's that. But the new people were okay. They did their part and they didn't spoil the good dynamic that we had from the first one. So it's fun. You got anything else real quick? You want to talk about?
So DC Universe. I'm apparently the only person in the world subscribed to it.
Come on, guys.
But literally everything they have put out, I have loved, and they had a new one come out this week. They had a Harley Quinn cartoon. They're doing the episodic thing, so you only get one a week.
Why you made us wait?
There's only one out right now. But it's the first one which I know they did like in a Young Justice like extension and stuff, but it's the first like cartoon one, because we had Titans, and you had Doom Patrol and Swamp Thing, and then they were coming out with this Harley Quinn cartoon, and I did not look at anything about it. I like Harley Quinn, and literally everything she's in, I like her, even if the rest of it is not good. I like her. She's great in the cartoons, and so I'm like, I'm in. I'm sold. I don't want to see anything. Like, I'm done. When it comes out, I'm going to watch it, and I did. And the first thing that should be said, and the first thing I noted, was when it began to roll, it did the TV, rated TV MA for adult language and graphic violence.
Oh.
What?
On a cartoon?
On a cartoon. I'm like, they got that wrong. In the first 15 seconds, I'm like, nope, they got that right.
Oh.
Because it is
you had been warned.
Heavily profanity laced and super violent. And I like those things. So it's okay. It is a little... At some point, it's almost off-putting how much profanity there is.
Coming from you, that is significant.
Well, and it's not like misplaced. It's not like they're just spouting, for no reason. But at the same time, at some point, you're watching a cartoon going, that cartoon character just dropped the F-bomb for like the 37th time this episode. And it's just kind of weird.
So many bombs.
Oddly enough, perfectly fine with the violence. They're blowing people up and shooting people, and there's blood splatter and bones breaking and whatever. Kaylee Cuoco, and I have no idea if I say that right, but Penny from
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory is the voice of Harley Quinn, and it's just her. and it's her voice, and so it's very hard. Like, you hear Penny swearing the entire time, and it's so weird.
Penny.
And then string of explosions. But it's really enjoyable. Like, I laughed hard enough to hurt myself on several occasions. The first episode really just kind of sets everything up. They're kind of introducing you to the characters and telling you who everybody is and what their motivations are. But there was some really hilarious things in there. It's kind of hard to see if it's going to, grab my attention for an entire season just because, introductory. I did forget that it was episodic. I watched the first one. It was like late at night.
Ready to hit the next one.
Went to bed. I got up the next day and I'm like, I gotta catch the next one. And like got home and popped it open and available in 5 days.
But that's a good problem to have as far as, because you're already looking forward to more. So.
And it's weird because His Dark Materials is episodic. Mandalorian is episodic. Watchmen is episodic. So all the stuff I'm watching right now, episodic and just waiting.
But if there's something you need to fill the time with something that's not great, Another Life is on Netflix right now. Katie Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica. I don't know any of the other actors, but they're all too pretty and too clean. And I've seen most of the first episode. I'm going to keep watching, but as of right now, the overly unnecessary drama is ridiculous. And at the moment, I don't like it, but I'm going to keep watching a little bit because it's pretty. And that's all our time. Thank you so much for watching Screen Under Stream.
And remember, don't take your kids to the movies on Tuesday nights because that's when we go.